Hello and welcome back to a new video. This week's video, in case you didn't know from what I'm wearing, is what to wear as an alternative to black over Christmas. And I've put together some ideas for each of the different colour dominants. Now, if you don't know what I mean by that, I will link a video here rather than explain them all to you. So I've picked out some ideas for each of the different colour dominants: light, deep, warm, cool, bright or soft. And just to give you some alternatives to black, because although at Christmas time black is everywhere, the chicest thing you're supposed to be able to wear is a little black dress, but black doesn't look good on all of us. And sometimes you just want to be a little bit different. Why not a little red dress instead of the little black dress? Or why not a little silver dress? So there are lots of other alternatives for you. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so the first person I'm going to talk about is the person who has light colouring. Now, black can be far too heavy on them. What you'll find is if you wear black, if you've got light colouring, the eye always drops to the black rather than focusing on your face. And that's what we really want to do. So for the light person, think about light colours. And it is quite easy to find things like beautiful sort of silvery greys, silver as well, light golds, some of those sort of light icy colours like a blue or a pink. Now you could also wear quite a bright clear red. That would look fantastic as well, especially if you've got very blonde hair. Now I found two dresses which I think would look really gorgeous on light colouring. The first one is this lovely satin sort of pinky peach dress, and there is a lot of satin around this season, and that sort of slight shine that you get to the satin brings lightness up onto the face, so it's a really good option to choose. And then the second one is this really pretty sort of silvery grey dress with embroidery on it. Again, it would look absolutely fantastic on somebody who's got light colouring. Now moving on to our deep option. Now these are people who have rich, dark, strong colouring. Now obviously you can wear black, but it is a little bit boring, especially when it's worn on its own. So how about some of those other lovely rich colours that you get at this time of year, like the pine greens or the deep burgundies or deep purples, or even some lovely rich reds as well. And for you, I've chosen one dress which is in a velvet, and velvet looks really good on dark colouring because it's got that richness to the fabric as well. So I've chosen this lovely rich velvet dress in a deep chocolate brown, but something like, I mean, it does look a little bit burgundy in this picture, so you could wear a burgundy as well. And as I said, that lovely rich pine green would be fantastic as well. So the second dress that I've chosen for you is this lovely pine green dress which has got this shimmery bottom to it. So those are some ideas for the deep lady. Now moving on to the lady who is cool in colouring. Icy colours will look really good on you, but also some of the bright colours as well. So things like a bright fuchsia. Silver obviously is going to be fantastic. So if you wanted to wear a dress of silver sequins, that would look gorgeous on you. You could also go with the icy colours like an icy blue, perhaps an icy grey. So, and anything that's in your sort of pinks and blue tones as well. And again, satin is going to look really lovely on you because it's got that sort of sheen that gives that icy feel about it. So I've chosen two dresses for you. The first one is this lovely, bright, vivid pink satin dress, which I think would look absolutely stunning with silver grey hair. And the second one is in this sort of very deep sea green. Now sea greens also look really good on somebody with cool colouring as well. Rather than those autumnal greens, look for greens that you would see in the sea. And I thought this dress was really gorgeous, a really classic but chic shape to it. So those are some ideas for our cool lady. Now moving on to our warm lady, they definitely have some kind of golden warmth to their look. And so matching that with those sort of colours, again, is going to look great on you. So this bronze coloured top would look fantastic on a warm person. And also things like all the colours that you get of the season, so those lovely sort of holly greens and the berry reds and the golds that you would see. And again, things like velvet will look really nice, as would satin. And so for you, I've chosen a beautiful satin dress in a lovely mossy green colour. And then I've also gone with a second one, which is a lovely bright red. So even though you have red hair, don't be fooled, you can wear red, but they need to be warm reds that are more sort of tomato coloured than they are raspberry coloured, if that makes sense. So look for all those lovely rich warm golden colours, and those are some options for our warm lady. Now moving on to our lady who is bright in colouring. Bright jewel-like colours look fantastic on her. Now she can wear black, but ideally I would put it with a contrast, because she has that contrast between her dark hair and her skin. She looks good with contrasting colours or with bright colours. So with your blacks, wear something bright, like a bright red. But you can also wear those gorgeous jewel colours that we get at this time of year. So things like emerald and bright blue. And I have picked a couple of dresses from those colours. So the first one is this beautiful emerald dress. Now this looks fantastic on somebody who has bright colouring. And then the second dress that I've picked for you is this lovely bright blue dress. And if you have got bright blue eyes, then again, this is something that's going to look amazing on you. And you're going to stand out far more in this than you would do in a little black dress. So those are some options for our bright lady. And then finally for our soft coloured lady. Now she's going to look good in lovely soft colours. So things like teal, a soft teal is really lovely. If she wants to wear metallics, then I'd look for pewter or a muted gold or a softened silver. So things that aren't too bright, anything that's muted and blended will look absolutely beautiful on her. So I've picked out two dresses for our soft lady. Again, I've gone for a satin, and this one has, it's almost sort of a sagey green colour with a very soft print on it, which won't fight with her beautiful soft colouring. And then the second dress that I've chosen is actually very clever for somebody who's got soft colouring, because it's got this beautiful sort of ombre effect to it. So it's blending the colour through. And I think this would look fantastic on a soft lady. So those are some ideas for what to wear instead of black. I will link all of the dresses down in the description box for you below. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I do make a video every week all about style and confidence for the 50+ woman. So I'd love it if you subscribe. If you click on the little bell, you'll get notified when I make a new video. And other than that, I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye for now.